So hello and welcome. In this tutorial I would like to show you how to create a kind of simple application in Adobe Animate CC 2021. So right now I will show you what we will be doing today. So we are going to have something like this, and I am going to have three categories, and if I click on one of them, some kind of animals are going to appear. I can go back and I can go to the different category, and I can go to the last one like so, and I added the sound for the lion like so, and I didn't add the sound for all of them because that would be too long, but once you know how to add sound to one of them, you can add the sound to all of them. And I created a tutorial about how to manipulate sound with JavaScript in Adobe Animate, and I will provide a link in the description for that one. So we can go to the tutorial. Okay, so as you can see, it is pretty simple, but anyway, I would like to show you how to do something like that. Right now I am on the site Prepig, and I am going to download some vectors. Right now they are free, and hopefully they will stay free. But you can use any images or any shapes that you want. This is just an example. So I will just click download. I would like to go with free download. In this case, we will have to attribute the author, and I will save this somewhere. I already did this, so I will just hit cancel, and I will go to the place where I saved my file. I am going to extract it like so, and it is going to give me some files, and the important one is this episode. So I will double click, and it will open me these vectors in the Illustrator. Now what I need to do is go to Adobe Animate and create new canvas, again, which I already did. And I created canvas which is 800 by 800 pixels, and it is HTML5 document. You can see it in here. Right now I will import my illustrators from the Illustrator to the Animate. So I will one by one click on them like so to select them. And I do not want to select everything like so because there is this grass and butterflies, and I do not want to have them. So I want to have only these animals like so. Okay, and I will just drag them to the Adobe Animate. This can take few seconds, but a window like this should pop up, and I would like to go paste using IE file imported preferences. So don't change anything, just click OK. Here are my vectors, and right now I would like to scale them a little bit. So I'm going to hit Q or pre-transform tool, and with Shift to stay proportional, I'm going to scale them like this. Okay. I can go ahead and change the color of my background. So I will click on the stage, and I can make it to be, I don't know, maybe something like this. That's really up to you. Now what I want to do is put all of them to the separated layer. So I can do this by highlighting everything like so. You can also highlight it by clicking on the layer, and it will highlight everything. And then I will right click, and I will choose distribute to layers, or the shortcut Ctrl+Shift+D. And right now I'm going to have 6 layers. Fine. And what I want to do, as I showed you at the preview at the beginning, I would like to create 3 categories, and in the categories I am going to have 2 animals in each category. So one category is going to be lion and elephant. Another category is going to be zebra with giraffe, and the last one is monkey and koala. So what I can do is put them to one layer. Okay, right now I have 6 layers, and I would like to have 3 layers. So I can click on my lion layer, and I will put it down, and I will put on the elephant layer, and I will put it also down. So in here they are next to each other, and I will click on the layer 4, and with Shift I will click on the layer 5. So I want to highlight both of these layers. I will right click, and I am going to choose merge layers, and this is going to put them to one layer. Now I want to do the same thing for the giraffe and zebra. So maybe my pronunciation of these animals is not correct, but yeah, I'm going to put zebra down and the giraffe next to zebra, and I will select it like so, and again I'm going to choose merge layers. And the last thing, the same thing for the monkey and koala. But what I want to do right now is put them next to each other like so, because then it is going to be a little bit harder. So I will do it like so, and I'm going to choose merge layers like so. Okay, fine. And actually I didn't have to put them to each other because I can easily reposition them right now. But later on, when we will convert them to symbols, it will be a little bit harder. So right now I will hide the two layers, and I will just position my lion and elephant like so. Okay, and maybe I can change the background a little bit because the lion is not very visible. So I will go to my background and I will change it to maybe something like this. That's I'm not going to play with the background, so you can choose whatever background you want. Now I will hide this layer, and I will show this one. I am going to select it, and I am going to scale them like so, and maybe I will scale the giraffe a little bit more because it should be bigger than the zebra, but again this has nothing to do with the actual tutorial. And I will show the koala and the monkey, and I can put the monkey up in here like so, and the koala I can scale like this maybe and put it like so. This really doesn't matter. Okay, fine. So right now what I want to do is convert them to the symbol. And one way, what I usually do, is I convert individual parts or individual images to the symbols. But what we can do, and let me start with this one. I'm going to highlight both of them like so. I will go to the modify, and I'm going to hit convert to symbol, or the shortcut is F8, and make sure that it is movie clip, and I can call this to be animals 1. And I will just copy this because later on I will create animals 2 and animals 3. I will click OK, and the thing is that right now you can see it is movie clip, and in the library we have this animals 1 movie clip. This name is only for the library, and we can duplicate it one more time from the library, but I do not want to do this. But what is important is that if I click on this symbol, there is this instance name, and this is the name by which we are going to be targeting this in the JavaScript. And I will paste the name in here, animals1, but the name in the library is not important. It could be just symbol1, it doesn't matter. This name is important, and this name has nothing to do with this name. I just created it the same, but you do not need to. So this is animals1. Hopefully I didn't make this complicated. I will highlight this. I will go to modify. I will go to convert to symbol, and I will leave this to symbol 1, just to make my point that this name is not important. But when I click, and I will go to the instance name, and I will paste, I want this to be animals 2, because this name is important. Okay, I will hide this, and I will do the same thing for the last one. So F8, symbol 2 is fine for me, and I will paste this, and this is going to be animals number 3. Fine. Right now I will create new layer. And on this new layer, I am going to create these 3 buttons for our sections. So I will get the rectangle tool, and I will choose some color, and hopefully I won't be picking color a very long time. So this orange is fine. And I will get some text, and I can go with maybe white text or black, I will see. And I'm going to type in here animals 1. Like so. Maybe I can make this a little bit bigger, and I will select the shape and the text, and I will just align it to the center like so. You can eyeball it if you want. I will highlight this, and with my Alt or Option on the Mac, I guess, you can drag this, and I am going to hold Shift to don't go like so, to stay proportional, no proportional, but on the same line, like so, and I will change this to be animals 2, and I will duplicate this one more time, and this one is going to be animals number 3, like so. And yeah, I can even create some kind of space in here if I want to make it look a little bit better. Yeah, and maybe I can make the space in between them a little bit similar. You can, if you want to make a nice design, you can play with these lines in here if you want. And I can go ahead and scale them down maybe a little bit, like so. And I will position them up. Okay, but enough of me playing with this. I will select the first one. I will click F8, and again, this can be symbol 3. This can be symbol 4, and the last one I can leave to be symbol 5. I don't want to create the names in here because I don't want to confuse you. And I will click on the animals 1, and in here I will call this to be button 1, for example. Button animals 1. Or you can type the whole thing. This one I will call the button A2 and A2. And this one is going to be button A3, like so. Okay, fine. And right now, if I hit Ctrl Enter, I should have everything in here. So I will go back to the Adobe Animate. I will actually rename this to be buttons. I will check whether I'm recording my screen. Yes, because sometimes it happens that I create a tutorial and I don't record screen. But anyway, I will create new layer. This layer is going to be code. I will right click, I will choose actions, and in the actions we can write the code. So I will create 2 arrays. One array is going to be for the animals and one array is going to be for the buttons. So I'm going to type let, or you can go with var. It is pretty much the same right now. We are just declaring the variable. I will go with the let because it's the new version of declaring variables. So let, I will call it my animals is equal, then the square brackets, and I will type this animals 1, and try to don't make mistakes, and I will also try animals, like so, this animals 1. I will copy this, Ctrl C, and paste this. This is going to be this animals 2, and one more time this animals 3, like so. And right now I will create one more array. So let my buttons, and the same thing, square brackets, and this button A1, and I will copy this and paste it 2 more times, button A2, comma, and button A3, like so. So hopefully I spelled everything correctly. If no, I will find out when my code won't be working. So right now what I want to do is I would like to hide all of the animals, because right now if I hit Ctrl Enter, they are still going to be in there. They are not, because I have some kind of error. I can I can see it in the console. And the thing is that, yeah, let my buttons, I should put an equal sign in here. And right now everything should be fine. Okay. Or you can go to the inspect element by right click and choose inspect, and to the console. And here you can have some kind of errors if you have an error. Okay, I will go back to the Adobe Animate, and right now I'm going to create the the for loop to hide the animals. And the thing is that I can go ahead and type this animals come on, this animals 0, like so, and visible is going to be false, and I will hit not animals but my animals, like so, and let me see. Okay, not these my animals, but only my animals, because my animals, they already contains this. So my animals 0, and 0 is this one, because arrays, they are 0 based. So it means that this is element number 0, this is element number 1, and this is element number 2. So right now my animals 0 visible is false, should hide one of the animals, and indeed we do not see the lion and elephant. And I can do the same thing for the number 1 and for the number 2, and this would hide all of the animals. But I do not want to do it this way, so I will go ahead and delete this, and I'm going to type for, which is the loop, and in here I'm going to type let I is going to be equal to 0, I is going to be smaller than 3, and the reason this is 0 because we want to start with 0, and I is smaller than 3 because we want the I for 0, 1 and 2. 2 is this element, and we don't want to have number 3. If we have 4 elements, we would want this to be smaller than 4. Hopefully this makes sense. I believe it will at the end. And I++, which means that plus 1. Plus means plus 1. Like so. And in here now I will type my animals I visible is going to be false. And basically this means that at the beginning it will be my animals 0, visible false, then I will be plus, so it will be 1, so my animals 1 will be visible false, again plus, so plus 1, my animals 2 will be visible false, then plus, but then this condition wouldn't be true because I would be 3 and 3 is not smaller than 3 and the loop will stop. So hopefully makes sense, but yeah, I will hit Ctrl Enter and indeed my animals should disappear. Fine. I can go ahead and put this to the function because this code I would like to use a few more times during my code. So I'm going to type function hide all animals, or you can create whatever name of the function that you want, like so. And I will paste my code. I will hit Ctrl X to the function, like so. So right now, this is not going to do anything because we just declared the function, and I can show you Ctrl Enter that right now all of the animals are going to be in there because you have to call the function. And you can call the function just by typing the name of the function and the parentheses. And this is calling the function, and indeed I can show you that right now my animals has disappeared. Fine. Now what I want to do is create even listeners for these buttons. So I can, let me see, it was button A1. So I will go back to my code and I can type this button A1, okay? Or I could type instead of this. Let me comment this out. I can go ahead and type my button 0. This would be the same as typing this button A1, but I would like to go like this, and there's no like real reason, but yeah. So this button A1 add event listener. I would like to have event listener to be click, and I would like to create the function which is going to be show a1, show animals 1, or I can type this show animals 1. It is good to have more descriptive names, maybe for your colleagues or for yourself later on. So show animals 1. Okay. Right now I will create the function. So I will copy this name. I will type in here function, and I will paste this name, parentheses, curly parentheses, and right now I can go ahead and type something in here. One thing is that when we are outside of the function and we are declaring something, we are typing this, but if we are inside of the function, we cannot use this, but we will have to create a variable for this. So at the beginning of the code, I will type let root is equal to this, and you can go with any name. You can type in here n this or whatever. I am just used to use root. I get this from one tutorial and I use it. But yeah, let root is equal to this. And right now, when we want to do something in here, we will have to use root. So I can type in here root animals 1 visible is going to be true. Okay, and I will check whether I spelled it correctly. Animals 1 visible is false. I will hit Control, not false but true. I will hit Control Enter, and if I click, they had appeared. Okay, fine. Or you can type this differently. You can hit // and you can type my animals 0 visible is going to be true. This is the same thing. And in here we have declared this animals 1, but it's okay because in here it is, I would say, translated to root, whatever. But you can use my animals 0 from the array, or you can type root animals 1 visible is true. Both of them are going to be working the same. Fine. So actually I will go with this one right now, like so. Now what I want to do is when I click on this button, I would like to hide all of my buttons. So I'm going to create a function which is going to be hide buttons, like so. And in this function, again, I'm going to create a for loop, and I can borrow my for loop from here, Control C and Control V, and don't forget to get also this parenthesis, like so, okay, because this one is paired with this one, and this one is with this one. But yeah, and in here I have again for let I is equal to 0, I is smaller than 3, I plus plus, which is fine because this has the same number of elements as this one. But we will just change this from my animals to my buttons, I, like so. And we just declared the function, so this is not going to do anything. And these hide buttons, we are going to call this function in this function. So when I click on the button A1, I will call show animals function, and show animals function is going to make root animals visible to be true. So it will show the animals, and it will call the function hide buttons, which is here, and it doesn't matter that this function is on the top and this is on the bottom. JavaScript can work with this properly. So I will hit Control Enter, and if I click on the animals, I have some kind of error. Okay, because again I misspelled something. Yeah, that can happen to me quite often, but yeah. At least you can see that when you have some kind of mistakes, you can look to the console, and in the console that was written that my whatever I had in there is not defined because it should be my button also. So I will hit Control Enter one more time, and right now it is indeed working. Okay, fine. For now, I will just duplicate this. So there are maybe better ways how to avoid writing the same code over, but that's for another tutorial. So this button 82, this one, and I would like to change this to function show animals number 2, and we will have to change in here that it is show animals number 2. So we change this name, and this name, and in here we want to change root animals number 2 visible to be true, and again hide buttons. So I will hit Control Enter, and just to show you, I will click on this one, and it will show me these animals. So far we do not have the back button, so I will have to refresh this, and if I click on the animals number 2, it is going to show me this one. Very quickly, I will copy this one more time and do this also for the last one. So number 3 and number 3 and number 3, and you can see in here that we are just changing numbers, so this could be maybe good with one function and the loop, but yeah, I told you that that's not for this one tutorial. Animals number 3, and I will just make sure whether I didn't create some kind of mistake, and indeed it is going to be working fine. Let me go ahead and create the button, and I will position whatever. I will put the button back in here like so. Okay. So I will create a new layer. It's not necessary, but yeah, I will do it. I will call it to be button back, and I will create some kind of rectangle. I can go with maybe blue color, and I'm going to type draw something like this. I will go to my text tool, and I will get the white color, and I can type in here back like so, and I can just eyeball it to the center of the shape. I can highlight it, click F8, symbol 6 is fine, and I will call this to be btn go like this. I will copy this. I will go back to my code by clicking F9. I will position this, and right now in here I will type this button go add event listener. I will go with click, and hopefully I won't misspell anything right now, and I will call the function go back f, for example, like go back function. Control C, function go back, and basically what I want to do in this function is I would like to hide all of the animals, no matter whether I have displayed animals number 1, animals number 2, or animals number 3. I want to hide all of them. So I will go to the I have this function hide all animals. So I will copy this, Control C, and I will paste it in here, Control V. Okay, fine. And one more thing that I want to do is I would like to show all of my buttons. So I can borrow the code from here. I will hit Control C. This is my hide buttons, and just to so I don't want to just copy this, but we have this for loop in here to hide all of the buttons. And right now I'm going to reuse this, Control C, paste it in here, Control V. So I have this for loop again, but I will change this to true. So right now I have my buttons I, which is going to be 0, 1, and 2, and I will set all of them to be true. So I will hit Control Enter, and if I click on the back, nothing is going to happen because back is going to put all of the buttons to be visible, and they already are visible, and is going to hide all of the animals, and no animal is visible right now, so button back right now don't do anything. But if I click on the animals 1, my buttons disappeared and my animals appeared, and if I click on the back, my animals are going to disappear and my buttons are going to appear, like so. And I can do this for this one, and I can also do this for this one, like so. And yeah, right now I can very quickly show you how you can put sounds in there. So I already created a tutorial about the sounds, and I will provide the link in the description, but I just want to show you that right now it can be a little bit more tricky. I will go somewhere in here when I have my sounds, and I'm going to import them to the library. There are two ways. You can go. I will close this. You can go with the file, import to library, or you can just drag them to the library like so. And I will just drag them like so to my library. In the library, you can create this linkage name, and this is the name by which we are going to be targeting these sounds. So I can do this for the lion. So I'm going to double click in here in this linkage, and I will type in here lion s, which is going to be lion sound. Okay, fine. And what I can do is go back to my code, and I can just type somewhere this animals 1 dot, and the thing is that right now if I make my animals 1 visible, let me put this like so. I will click on the animals 1, and animals 1 is both of these animals. But I can double click and I will get inside. And right now I would have to one more time create a movie clip. So I'm going to click on the lion. I will click F8. I can call this to be symbol 7. It's fine. But I will go to the instance name, and I'm going to call this to be lion. Okay. And right now, if I go to my code, and if I want to get to my lion, I will have to type this animals 1 lion, and then add event listener click and play lion, for example, and I can create the function play lion. Okay, fine, like so. And in this function, I would like to type create JS dot play with capital P, not create JS dot sound dot play, like so. And in the quotation marks, the name that we created, and it should be lion s, like so. Control S. I will hit Control Enter, and hopefully this is going to be working fine. So animals,
lion,
and it is going to play the lion. Okay, and the same way you can create the sound to all of the others. I am not going to do this right now because I already showed you this in other tutorials. I just wanted to show you that when you have something like this, you will have to create additional symbol inside of the symbol, and you will have to target this with animals 1 and then the lion. And we could even have I could even go to the lion and get the separated part, for example, the head, and I would have animals 1, lion, and then head, and then add even listener. So yeah, this is it. This was a tutorial about how to create something like this. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and maybe I was going a little bit quickly. Maybe for some of you I was going a little bit slow. I don't know. I'm just recording this and talking stuff and so on. So let me know in the comments if you like this, or if you want to maybe something to improve. Right now I realized that maybe I could have zoomed in a little bit on the code, which I forget. But yeah, right now it's probably too late. But I'm going to provide this this code in the description, so you can download this, and I will also provide you with the animate file. So if something is not working for you, then you can check it with my code. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, hit a like, subscribe. If you want, you can click the bell button, and hopefully I will see you in the next tutorial. Take care. Goodbye.